The last thing we want to do with this atmospheric effect is to add a little bit of noise to it. Because in the real world, the whole reason that we have a beam of light in the first place is because the light is catching dust and particles in the air. And what we're seeing here is a very regular shape to the cone, and it's got no variation inside it, and so it's not terribly believable. It's looking very computer generated to me. So let's add a little bit of noise to this. So I'm going to open up the environment dialog once again, scroll back down to the atmosphere, select it, and here at the bottom of that dialog I've got noise. So I'll need to turn it on, and I'll also need to increase the amount because a value of 0 will show no result. So the amount ranges from 0 to 1. Let's try it with a value of 1 and do a test render with final gather turned off and draft precision to our anti-aliasing, just to get a sense of what we're getting. What's happened here is that the noise is almost completely masking the cone of the atmosphere, and that's because the amount is turned up all the way and the size is very large relative to my scene. So I'm going to reduce the size down to a value of 1 and re-render. So now I've got some speckles here in the cone, in the atmosphere. So what I want to do here now is to reduce the amount because I'm just getting too much contrast. So again, it ranges from a value of 0 to 1. So I'll try a value of about 0.7 and give that a try. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. And all I need to do now at this point is re-enable Final Gather and crank up my image precision. So I got Final Gather turned off. Turn that on and turn my image precision back up and do another rendering. Now that rendering took at least 5 minutes to calculate, so actually I'll just show you the image file after it's completed once again. So in my render output folder of the project, I've got a version with the volume lights turned on. And there you go, we got nice subtle noise, and it's giving a good illusion of a beam of light traveling through the space. And that's how you use a volume light to add realism to the scene.